Hi, I'm Steve Maher. I'm the ergonomics guy, and what I do is I go out and I help companies set up their employees to work as comfortably and efficiently as possible. And the big question that I always get is, should I be sitting in a ball chair? And what a ball chair is, it's one of those big round exercise balls that people sit on. And the idea behind them is really good. The idea is that it's a dynamic surface and you have to engage your core to support your body. The problem with those chairs is they're really not that functional because they don't move. They're hard to get to the right height. They're difficult to adjust. There's no external support. So if you do need some support, there's nothing there to hold you. And the problem is then you sit in a standard office chair, which is very rigid, and you sometimes can rock in it a little bit, but it doesn't engage your core. It doesn't give you the freedom of movement that you need to keep your body moving throughout the day. And that creates a real problem because you're either on a ball that doesn't support you the way it should, but it's dynamic, or you're sitting on a chair that gives you plenty of support, but it doesn't allow you to move. And that's a real issue because our problem is we sit so much of the time. We're not as active as we need to be, and our bodies are suffering because of it. And I think I found an answer. I found this chair. This is called a SpinaliS Hacker chair. I want to show it to you here. It looks like a normal office chair, but the big difference is underneath and the way that they put it together. So it's got a standard cylinder here at the base, and so the whole thing will come up and down. It's got a backrest and armrests to support your back, but here is the difference. The seat pan, the part you sit on, is actually on a spring, and so it will tilt forward and it will tilt back and it will tilt side to side or however you move. So what it does is it combines the flexibility of a ball, right? It gives you all this ability to move and the dynamic seating that you need to engage your core and stay active throughout the day with the back support and the armrest. And what's really nice about that is if I get tired, if I'm tired of balancing, rather than just slumping on the ball, what I can do is sit back into the backrest. And you can see that it's contacting my back and giving me really good arm support or back support, right? And then the armrests are here if I need them. So if I need to get up, I can push on the armrest, or if I need any sort of extra support, there it is. And what they've done is they've incorporated the spring into the cylinder, so I can lower this down or I can raise it up so that I can sit in that good neutral posture where my knees are below my hips, and that naturally rolls my pelvis forward. In a normal or a standard office chair, the seat pan is pretty static, and that can create pressure underneath my thigh. With this, it just rolls forward. And as my pelvis rolls forward, my back comes into that more neutral posture. I'm engaging my core and I'm holding myself up, right? But again, if I need more support, I can just sit back into the chair and there it is. And so I really like this chair. It's really pretty cool. The other thing is, when I first got it, I didn't know that you can actually adjust the height of the backrest. And this was way too high and I wasn't getting much back support. So what they've done is they've incorporated a height adjustment into the back piece here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's two pillars here where the backrest sits into the base, and then you can screw this up or down and it moves the whole backrest up and down so that you continue to get back support. And I think this is a really neat thing. Oh, the other thing I was going to show you, most back support in chairs is kind of like this. It's usually just a solid piece of fabric or mesh that cuts across. And what happens is you don't get support right along the spine where you really need it. So what they've done is they put a strip here. I don't know if there's naugahyde or what it is, but it's a little bit thicker than the surrounding mesh, and it's lined up with your spine. So when you sit back into the chair, it's giving your spine support, but it leaves your arms free to move so you can still move. So a lot of chairs, to give you more support, they bulk up this back padding, which kind of pushes you out of the chair and limits your arm movements. What they've done is given you support where you need it, right along the center of your spine, so your arms are now free to move. And I see a lot of potential with this chair because with a ball chair, we worked with a law firm out in San Francisco the other day, and somebody wanted a ball chair and it just didn't look professional, you know, and the person could really use to have the ability to move, to engage their core and be active throughout the day because lawyers work crazy hours. The problem is they couldn't sit on a ball because it didn't look lawyerly, right? It wasn't professional enough for them. And that's where a chair like this could really come in handy, because it looks very professional, and you can sit there and you can engage your core when you need to, and then you can sit back into it to get support. And I think this is great. Me and my daughters fight over this all the time because they want to play in it. They think it's really fun, and they'll do their homework and wiggle around, and it helps them concentrate on their work. And another place where I think that this could be a really good chair is in a rehab situation. So if you had vestibular problems or balance issues, you could use a chair like this to help get your balance and to strengthen all those core muscles, so that you're using these muscles in an active way. But it's also very safe because you have the armrest here and the backrest here. So as a therapist, I could be in front of the person, they could be working on their stabilization, and if they fell, I don't have to worry about them falling out of the chair, which is a problem with those balls. You know, they are wiggly like this, but there's nothing there to hold you. So as soon as you get tired, you can certainly topple over. So this is the SpinaliS chair. I think it's actually a really good solution to the ball conundrum, how to stay active in the workstation without sitting on one of those balls that really doesn't give you the support that you need. They're made up in, actually I don't know where they're made, but they're really good. We got this one out of Vancouver. Somebody up in British Columbia sent it to us. So check them out. I'll put their link in the description so you can definitely visit them and try this out. And it's a really nice alternative to the standard office chair. If you have any questions about how to set up your workstation, or if this is the correct chair for you, please send us an email at theergonomicsguy@gmail.com, or send me a comment in the YouTube video, and I'll be happy to respond to you. Thank you very much for watching.